All right, today we're going to talk about something called SupportGen. And look, this isn't just another explainer about a faster chatbot. No, this is about completely redesigning how customer support actually works. It could be the reason your next ticket gets solved in minutes, not hours or days. You know the feeling, right? We've all been there. You send out that support request into the void, and then nothing. You just wait, and you wait. That feeling, that frustration of being stuck in customer support limbo, well, that's exactly the problem a new wave of AI is trying to fix for good.
So here's the thing. The problem isn't that support teams aren't working hard. It's that they are absolutely swamped. A huge chunk of their day is spent on these mind-numbing repetitive tasks. Sorting tickets, summarizing the same issues, and typing out the same answers again and again. It creates a massive bottleneck, which means slower responses and, let's be honest, sometimes inconsistent help for you.
And that's where SupportGen comes in. Think of it as an AI support agent that's designed to smash through that bottleneck. But this isn't just about making things a little faster. It's a system built from the ground up to completely rethink the entire workflow. So what is it really? Well, SupportGen is an AI-powered system that automates the whole process, from the moment you hit send to the moment you get a solution. And here's the secret sauce. It's not one single giant AI trying to do everything. It's a coordinated team of specialized AI agents, where each one has a very specific job to do. And the potential impact here is, well, it's huge. The project is aiming to cut down the time humans spend on all that manual sorting and drafting by 60 to 80%. I mean, just think about that. That is a massive leap in efficiency. It frees up the human experts to actually focus on the really tough problems. Okay, so how does this actually work? The best way to picture it is like a super efficient, super smart assembly line. When your ticket arrives, it doesn't just sit in a queue. It immediately gets put onto this conveyor belt and moves through a series of specialized AI agents. And here is that assembly line in action. A ticket comes in, and boom, a classifier agent figures out what it's about and how important it is. Then, a summarizer agent boils it down to the key points. The responder agent uses that summary to draft a reply. And this part is absolutely crucial. A dedicated QA agent checks it for tone and accuracy before a publisher agent finally sends it off. This whole division of labor is what makes it so powerful. Each AI focuses on just one thing, so the system is way less likely to make mistakes. Now, you might be thinking, wait, haven't we had automation for years? And you're right, we have. But this multi-agent approach, it's a huge leap beyond those old clunky automation systems. Here's the real difference. Old automation is rigid. It just follows a simple if this, then that script. The moment something unexpected comes up, it just breaks. But these new AI agents, they can actually reason. They can understand a confusing, poorly worded ticket, break the problem down into smaller steps, and even use tools, like searching a database or an API to find information they don't already have. It's a whole different ballgame. If we peek under the hood, you'll see a few core ideas that make this all possible. The agents can use tools, which is like giving them access to other programs. They maintain a session for every ticket, so they always remember the context of your conversation. They even have long-term memory to spot patterns in recurring problems over time. And everything they do is logged, which creates this constant feedback loop, so the system keeps getting smarter. So, of course, the million-dollar question is, does it actually work? I gotta say, the project is refreshingly honest about where it's at right now, and they have a really clear plan for how they're gonna measure success. Now, while the final numbers aren't in yet, they've got a solid framework in place. They're tracking things you'd expect, like classification accuracy, but they're also using metrics like Rouge L, which is basically a fancy way of mathematically scoring how good an AI's summary is compared to a human's. And maybe most importantly, they're relying on actual human readings to judge the quality of the final response. Because at the end of the day, it's not just about being fast, right? It's about being helpful. And look, no technology is perfect. The team's very upfront about its current limits. Right now, it can get confused if a ticket has a bunch of different problems mashed into one, and it's only as good as the knowledge base it has access to. But the roadmap for the future is really exciting. They're working on improving how it finds answers, using a technique called RAG, and making it smarter about knowing when a problem is too complex and needs to be automatically sent to a human expert. And this quote really gets to the heart of the whole thing. The goal of a system like SupportGen isn't to replace people. It's to take over all the repetitive, high-volume stuff, which in turn frees up the human experts to focus on those complex, nuanced, and, well, uniquely human problems that really need their skills. So I'll leave you with this thought.
As this technology keeps getting better, the next time you send a support ticket and get a perfect, helpful answer back in just a few minutes, you might not be talking to a single person at all. You might be talking to a silent, incredibly efficient team of AI agents working together in perfect sync.